Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Sorta Interesting podcast. Welcome to a special Friday, casual Friday edition of the Sorta Interesting podcast. And welcome back. My name is Christian Badham, and with me, as always, is my co-host. He is my chief of staff, the ye to my ha, the wind beneath my wings, Myles, darling. Myles, how you doing, buddy?
I'm a little...
Oh, yeah. We're having a good time. Today is Juneteenth. We're celebrating a little bit, okay? It's been...
I didn't get the day off, so I got to take it out.
Yeah, it's been 15 weeks straight of this podcast. So this is the most productive, consistent podcast that we have done in a very long time. The reason why we didn't blow up, Myles, the reason why we are not celebrities now is because we have been so inconsistent in the past. But we are consistent now, Myles. Let's do a little bit of table talk. I think this will be a little nice while we're a little inebriated. We got a little bit of the Japanese whiskey, courtesy of Mr. Darling. So thank you so much in celebration of today's podcast. So let's get into some table talks. Oh boy, I can barely talk.
You want to pick?
Sure. I'll go for one. I'll go for
one. I've been going the last 2 weeks.
All right, here we go. So what do you love about your hometown? That's interesting. Your hometown being... Cerritos, partly my hometown, right? You were born in Cerritos. Where were you born?
No, I was born in Anaheim.
Wow.
General.
So you're I mean, check the hat, ladies and gentlemen. He is
I'm purebred, pure blood.
He is a purebred Anahamian. But Cerritos, you're technically your hometown, right?
Oh yeah, I lived for 8 months of my life down the street from where I live now. You know, like
really.
My grandma's house.
Oh wow. So do you remember moving into the house that you're in now?
No,
you've been living there. 8 months. Yeah, you don't remember nothing. What am I saying? Shut up, Christian. What is your favorite? What do you love about your hometown of Cerritos? Partly my hometown. I'm kind of a mutt in that way. Been growing up in a bunch of different towns, true. But Yeah, I'm a little bit of a town whore.
Whore.
What is? Oh, yeah. I mean, Cerritos does a lot of great things, especially recently, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to talk about recently, I would say it's I love Asian food.
Oh my god! And the best Asian food that you can get,
like Korean food. Like we're
Korean barbecue at every corner of this fucking city. We're not in the city, but in that city.
As you can tell, I'm a big. I love food. I mean, you couldn't tell already. I love
Me
food,
too,
right?
Of course.
So that is a great plus. But growing up, it wasn't like that. What did I love growing up? I had great parks.
Yeah, growing up, I'm trying to think. Like all of this is pretty new. Like Cerritos, like. All the like good restaurants, pretty new. Back in the day, though, like what did they have? They had the mall, Cerritos Mall.
Mm-hmm. There was no Chick-fil-A there. There was Chick-fil-A. No. Remember Stacked? Stacked was like the big thing at the time.
Sayonara.
That fucking place sucked. The Promenade was actually new when we were.
What's the Promenade? That's by the mall.
Gridley and South and Gridley, S&G right there next to the mall.
Hometown Buffet. Buddy, Hometown Buffet was there.
Mama.
God, I think about you every day, Hometown Buffet. I think about you every single fucking day. God, I miss that. But that buffet that has replaced it, the Four Seasons, pretty good. Not gonna lie, pretty good. Yeah,
dude, it's always packed.
It's always packed.
That's the Polynesian hangout too.
That's where the whole parking lot fucking sucks. Yeah,
I feel like all of Carson comes to just
Polynesians, Filipinos. You go there in the middle of the day at like 3:00. It's just all like old Filipinos, like retired Filipinos. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, you have the Island Pacific market right there too.
Yeah, fairly new though. That one's fairly new. What was there before? What was Island Pacific before? Do you remember? Was it nothing?
I don't remember, but I know that like right there next to it used to be Goldilocks.
That's right. Yeah,
Goldilocks. Was
that was the only reason why I came to Cerritos before I was a Cerritos resident. Was for Goldilocks. Was for the Cerritos Mall, of course. Mm-hmm. Do you remember the Cerritos Mall when they used to have like the animal things? I have tried to look for that on like YouTube and TikTok for years, and I still have not been able to find any of that. They had that anime store before anime was cool.
Holy
That's
crap,
where I got
just unlocking a lot of core
That's
memories.
where I got my Gundam Wing wallet, my first wallet. Still have that. Remember that, the Velcro? I still have that. Yeah. That's still in the closet. I still have that. I've had that since I was like fucking like 8 years old or something. So I'll never get rid of that. But yeah, whatever that store was, that was before anime was cool back in the day. But you were a loser if you liked anime back in the day. The only thing that was cool was like maybe Dragon Ball Z. Everything else was like, you're fucking lame if you like that. Yeah.
Lame, bro.
Yeah.
I guess if I was into real estate, I would really appreciate the home value skyrocketing.
Yeah. It's impossible to live there unless you inherit something now. Yeah.
But enough about my town. What about yours?
My town. So my town grew up in Downey, California, right? So what did we have? We had Boeing was there for a short time.
Ooh.
But by the time I was like online, my brain was online. That shit was just completely decimated. There was like a leftover of a Boeing aircraft there, but they turned that into a movie studio, which a bunch of movies were filmed there. Like Christmas with the Cranks was filmed there. Like the whole neighborhood scene, like the whole neighborhood was built there. Terminator 3, they tore up my grandma's lawn.
What?
Because the whole street that my grandma lives on, they used that as like for some kind of action scene.
Oh my God.
And they destroyed everyone's lawn, but they replaced it all like for them.
I've never heard this story before.
They filmed Terminator 3 there. But yeah, that used to be a movie studio. I think they changed that into the Downey Landing now, so it's just a bunch of fucking gyms and fucking, restaurants and shit. But other than that, there was a skate park that Wee Man visited one time over there.
Yeah,
there's a
famous
skate park over there. I think that's when Chronic Tacos was
Tacos, there you go.
That's when that was like coming into the scene, right? So he was like visiting all the different ones.
We got our first one over by the mall, and then he visited there one time. And I was
never had Chronic Tacos.
I had it one time.
I never had it.
Wasn't really impressed.
Is it still there by the mall?
No,
it's not there
that shit
anymore.
ain't.
Never had it. Still never had it. But other than that, we had the lead singer of Metallica went to Downey High.
Ooh.
Shout out to that. The Carpenters, they went to Downey High. Other than that was about it in Downey. It wasn't great. Yeah, back in the day, it wasn't great. Now it's like the fucking Beverly Hills for Mexican people. Like there's all kinds of big ass houses and real estate there. Like Cerritos has grown. But yeah, other than that, yeah, Cerritos. What kind of alumni do we got over there?
No one.
I think there's a lady from CSI who went to Cerritos High. The guy from he's an actor. He was in what's that show? The Umbrella Academy. He went to Cerritos High. He graduated 2007, I believe.
Oh shit, a freshman year.
Yeah, he graduated from there.
Before I got there.
Now he's a big actor. He's been in a couple movies that I've seen, but yeah, most notably would be Umbrella Academy. But
I know a couple of D1 linemen.
Oh yeah,
came from
really?
Cerritos.
Oh.
The name escapes me, but that's about it.
We've had some. Not Cerritos, but basketball players, surrounding areas, right? James Harden, Artesia High down the street.
Yeah.
Derek Williams, he went to La Mirada High.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he went to La Mirada. Not great in the NBA, but it did enough where people knew his name. But yeah, James Harden probably be the closest thing that we got.
Yeah. That's bad. I mean, Cerritos is very low key. I mean, you probably know the Cerritos Auto Square.
Yeah. The Norm Reeves Honda. Norm Reeves Honda.
Superstar.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, everyone buys their cars from there, right? But let's pull another card, Miles. I think we got some more.
Yeah, come on.
This movie doesn't have too much to it.
It doesn't. What are the most important qualities in friends?
What?
All right. You know what? Let's get another one.
Yeah, throw that one away. Let's get another one. That's kind of lame.
You're friends for a reason, right? Racism? No. What one goal do you hope to accomplish this year?
Ooh, this year? God. I don't
halfway
really
through the year, man.
Yeah, we're already halfway through. I mean, I feel like I've already accomplished one. Start this podcast again, right?
Yes,
obviously, that's an obvious.
The biggest one that comes to mind.
A lot of people have been asking, and we're delivering. Hopefully, bring this podcast back. See you more, which mission accomplished again. Weekly, seeing my boy weekly. I don't know. I mean, I guess go out more. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't have that many goals. Maybe do something fun. I don't know.
We need some more like hard hitting questions, dude. We need something like what is your fantasy? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey,
what makes a house a home?
God, I mean, somewhere where you could take a shit in peace. I feel like that's
somewhere you look forward to taking shits.
That is the most crucial point. Yeah, anywhere where I could feel clean and take a poop in peace and watch TikToks on. Anywhere where I could lay on a couch and do anything on. Yeah, but I feel like I could do that really anywhere. I just do that anyways.
I do that anyways.
I do that anyways at anybody's house.
Anyways.
Anyways,
Truck at work.
What makes a house a home? I don't know. Maybe it smells like you. I never really noticed the smells in people's houses, but you know, there is a specific smell to people's houses, though.
Yeah.
You know, when you walk in, it's like, oh yeah, I'm in this house.
Yeah, you
I'm
live
in
there.
my house. When you can't smell it anymore, you're in your house. Yeah.
Where did you get these questions from?
I don't know. We gotta get better. Let me. Maybe I gotta grab one.
Okay, you grab one. There you go.
What's the worst job you ever had? There we go.
Okay.
This is a good one. What's the worst job you ever had? This is a great one.
What is the worst job ever? Okay, so my
first of all,
job,
your UPS job sucked.
Yeah,
I
that
remember
was-
you hating that job the second you got it.
Okay, so I got my first job out of high school at UPS, the
Yeah,
Cerritos hub.
that's right.
I had no idea
Shout out
at the
to it.
time that was the largest hub west of
Is
the Mississippi.
it? What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Holy shit, where is that?
That's right up there on 166th and over by CPE, Cerritos Park East.
Oh, I didn't even know. Wow.
Yeah, it's in the industrial area over there.
The largest.
The
That
largest
sucks.
hub west of the Mississippi, and that's what they said, and I believe it because I was in the most.
So what was your
hectic-
job specifically? You had was it
I was a
loading the
loader.
trucks? Oh, my God.
not the trucks that you see that you drive around that they drive around.
Oh,
and deliver
wasn't even
package.
those.
It was the freight trucks. It was the ones with the giant 53-foot
The
trailers.
fucking big rig ones.
And
Wow.
in the middle of summer, it's 10 to 15 degrees hotter in those trailers. So if it's 90 outside, it's 100.
What were your hours? You had to wake up early, right? Too.
No. I had the twilight shift,
Oh,
so
overnight,
I'm
yeah.
from 5 or 6 p.m. to
Fuck that, not even
10,
overnight.
11 p.m. And that shift was fucking murder because that was when we got hit, especially during holidays. Was the worst.
yeah.
I lost weight during that.
Just sweating your ass off.
I threw my
probably at the
shoulder
time,
out
yeah.
a couple times. Dude, it was honestly the only good thing about that job was after work, everybody was like a brother to me. You know,
Yeah.
everybody, we would hang out in the parking lot. We would drink.
That's the thing
and
about those
smoke,
blue collar jobs,
and-
right?
yeah.
The blue collar jobs are always the ones where you meet like the best people. I don't know why, what it is about it. Maybe because there's no corporate fucking
Mm-hmm.
bullshit that hangs over your heads, but everyone's just like kind of chill in blue collar jobs.
It was
Yeah.
the first time I did coke, dude. That was
Yeah?
crazy in
Nice.
that parking lot of the UPS. Not trying to suss anybody out, but you know,
Wow.
that was crazy. Yeah, I
Nice,
was
yeah.
like, you know what? Hey, when in Rome,
Then your next job,
Best Buy.
Best Buy. And
that
then
wasn't too bad.
that's where we work together
exactly.
as well. Shout out to that Cerritos store.
and
or
then,
maybe not. I don't know.
And then I
but-
went to Washington. I wouldn't say
That's
that was
right,
the worst
yeah.
job. I honestly, I would say UPS as my first job.
I mean, you're a blue collar guy though. You're all your jobs are pretty blue collar. Like even now, you have a pretty blue collar job.
yeah, I work with my
Yeah,
hands.
yeah, you're a hand
I'm a
guy.
handy guy.
My worst job, for sure, hands down, was working at AMC theaters at the Block in Orange. Holy shit, that job sucked. I left that job after a week, maybe. I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. I didn't even put in a notice, nothing. Just left. I said, deuces. Shout out to AMC. I love you now, but this was pre, assigned seating. This was pre all that shit. So
You
it was
got
old
motherfuckers
school movie
lining up
theater,
down the
dude.
fucking street.
And I remember wearing I had the tightest fucking shirt ever too. I don't know what I think their sizes were unisex. I think I got a large, man. I mean, I was in pretty good shape at that time, but still the boobies, the man boobs will always be there.
escape the boobies.
So that sucked. And cleaning up like those IMAX theaters where there's fucking stairs and they're like, you have 10 minutes to clean this up. And I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. How about that? Because it took fucking at least 15 minutes to clean up one of those IMAX theaters. And I'm running up and down the stairs, sweating. I got booby sweat under my black shirt. But yeah, again, one of those jobs where I just met like really cool people, even though I only knew them for like a week. But I was like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Get done with this. No way. Yeah, I was like, I'm out. Shout out to AMC. I mean, I'm sure they changed their ways, but back in those days, fuck that, dude. That was
working
killer.
in a movie
Yeah.
theater in general just kind
Yeah, I mean,
drag.
the perks are cool. You get free movies, you get other people into the movies, But at that time, I think now maybe working in a movie theater would be easier just because, you know, there's assigned seating and it's just more organized. But now, or back in the day, fuck that, dude. It was just a fucking free for all. I hated that shit. That was the worst. I didn't even use the perks. I never watched a free movie at that time. But a quick PSA to everyone. We are temporarily becoming a full-time MCU exclusive podcast, reviewing 41 weeks in 41 movies in 41 weeks leading up to the release of Avengers Doomsday coming out December 18th. And Myles and I did get those tickets.
That's right.
For Spider-Man. So we are keeping up our end of the deal of 41 movies. I don't know how that's going to work out yet. We'll have to figure that out during the week. I don't know. We'll burn that bridge when we get there.
Yeah. We'll burn that bridge when we get there.
Which leads us up to week 15 today. We are headed back to Japan for the Wolverine. And Myles, of the folks out there would like to find the back catalog of our podcast, please tell them where they can find us.
You got it.
Oh boy.
You can find us from our website, sortainteresting.com. That's where you can find us. And there we go. Oh, wait, hold on.
It's all right.
All right. It'll go. Sites where you can find our podcast, sortainteresting.com. That's where you can find our podcast and all of our audio and video podcasts from the past. This is getting out of hand.
It's going to be a good one.
Instagram at Sorta Interesting Podcast. YouTube.com/sortainteresting. Patreon.com/sorta interesting. Anywhere that podcasts are available, such as Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search Sorta Interesting.
Yep, and go check out our review from last week of Iron Man 3, our last basically solo movie with Iron Man. That was a lot of fun to film. Let's get into some production details for The Wolverine. Release date, July 26, 2013, just 2 months after Iron Man 3, which is crazy.
Wow.
We were so spoiled back then. We didn't even fucking know it. Like, now we get, what, 1, 2 MCU movies if we're lucky? Like,
good ones.
What did we have this year? 2026. Oh, we're about to have the biggest one. Yeah, we're about to have Spider-Man.
And July.
End of
July. The last day of July.
Next month. Not too crazy, but we'll get to Avengers eventually.
I
know that's
through
true.
the year, you know.
Director James Mangold, known for Walk the Line with Joaquin Phoenix and Reese Joaquin. Honestly, one of my favorite, if not my favorite biopic of all time. I love that movie. I don't know why. It was one of those, like, when we first got cable, which was Comcast back in the day, we had On Demand. It came with like free HBO and stuff. So that was always playing on HBO. So I watched that movie on HBO, like On Demand all the time. And I love that movie. It's great. Joaquin Phoenix, not the greatest singer, but I still really love that movie.
I love me some Johnny Cash.
That was a Johnny Cash, exactly.
Biopic. Yeah.
Also known for 3:10 to Yuma with Christian Bale.
Yes.
Russell Crowe, which...
And a real young.
Who else was in that?
What's her name? Mrs. Josh Allen.
No. She was in the one with Jeff Bridges. Which one was that one called? Fuck.
I could have sworn that.
But no, that was a different one.
Oh, God damn it. Never mind.
Also known for Night and Day with Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. Yeah, never watched that one. Logan, which we will be reviewing in the future. So, and Ford versus Ferrari with what's his name? Matt Damon, right?
Damon.
I never saw that one. I never watched that one. Christian Bale as well, right?
Great
movie, it's a good
dude.
movie. I gotta watch that one. Yeah,
it's a great movie, man.
It
makes you want to fucking just get behind the wheel and just
really
drive.
Okay. I've heard great things about it, so I gotta watch it. I think Christian Bale might have won some award for that.
There's Ken Myles.
Yeah. Okay. And most recently known for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Gross. That movie sucked. That movie fucking sucked. Writer Mark Bomback, known for, ready for this, Myles, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War of the Planet of the Apes, which I will say, I will go on record. Those movies, low-key fucking phenomenal movies. Those are really good movies.
Hail Caesar, man.
Yeah, shout out to those movies. Maybe we'll do a series review of that.
I fell in love with those movies when I was living in Buena Park. We were watching those because I never really got into those. But then we started watching them. I was
those
like,
are fucking
damn,
good,
I started crying.
Really good movies. Budget of $120 million and box office of $414 million. Not great, but also not terrible. In a runtime of 2 hours, 6 minutes, which let's be honest, ran a little long.
It did run a lot longer than I remember.
In that, let's go into initial thoughts here, because I'm interested to see what you think about this movie after a rewatch, because I've had my thoughts about this.
I don't remember this movie fucking dragging as long as it fucking did, dude.
Holy
I really
shit.
do not remember this. I just remember 안녕하세요. Wrong language, my bad.
They hate each other.
I remember loving this movie when it first came out, and then like loving like the action. I love like the whole like samurai. I mean, this was like Last Samurai.
Two hands.
Meets,
Hello.
like, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Hey yo. Yeah, and watching it again was really rough. There was a lot of dead time, a lot of talking, a lot of unnecessary bullshit. I get it. You had Wolverine. You gotta. No, I don't get it, because you had a fucking origin story with this motherfucker, and then you got to go and do a whole separate fucking thing for him. Because
Another
you gotta,
thing, yeah.
I don't know. What are you trying to maximize on the Hugh Jackman that you get? I don't know. I did not enjoy the second. I did not enjoy watching this again.
Yeah.
For this review.
You know what? I am on your side, Myles, because same as you, I remember loving this movie at the time of the release. But looking back at it now, maybe Marvel was just kind of flowing at that time. Like I said, it was 3 months or 1 month after, what did I just say? 2 months after Iron Man 3. So it was easy to just kind of go with the flow. It's like, hey, we're getting another Marvel movie, so it's all good, right? But yeah, unfortunately, this time around, I was not impressed like GSP after fighting or after Matt Hughes won his championship. I'm not impressed with your performance. That was basically what I was saying to this movie. Which is unfortunate, because I think this was the prime of Hugh Jackman. This was him at the top of his game, unfortunately. But yeah, this movie dragged for me. Like you said, it was he was the only cool thing about this movie, Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. Him and Japan in general, right? Yes. Japan just kind of being another character in the background. I think just him being in Japan in general was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And everyone else just kind of sucked in this movie. The villain, the Silver Samurai, even back then, I was not impressed with the character, especially with the CGI. The CGI looked fucking terrible. It looks even worse now, looking back at it, like in 4K and stuff. But there were specific scenes where they showed the Silver Samurai armor, which looked dope as fuck, but missed opportunity. They should have used that instead of the CGI character that we saw. Like, they should have just had someone dressing in that cool Silver Samurai chromed out armor back in the day. But
it didn't need to be, and it did not need to be as extravagant as it was.
I think they were trying a little too hard, right?
They were trying to make him larger than life, and he didn't need to be.
The ensemble characters, forgettable in this, right? Yukio, she was okay. She was okay in this. She had some some accent scenes in that. Yeah, haircut. I feel like those bangs are doing a lot for her, though, right? Because I feel like her head might be a little enlarged, but
she's got like
she has an alien face, right? It rounds. I don't know what it is. I think she's some kind of pop star or something, because I've never seen her in anything else. But maybe it's too much surgery on the face or something like that. But her face, not a lot of emotions going on there. Mariko, one of the main characters in this, sucked. She used the knives one time, like the thing that she said she was good at. She used that one time in the entire movie. I was like, great, that's all you could contribute to this movie. Okay, cool. The bow and arrow guy, the ex-boyfriend, sucked. Didn't need him at all. I didn't like him at all. Hiroyuki Sanada, the guy who plays the son of the main bad guy, the Silver Samurai. Always a badass. So I won't mark down points for that, but I feel like he plays the same fucking character in everything.
He does. He's typecast, man.
It's always, he never not has a samurai sword in his hand in everything he's in.
Conflict of interest too. He comes back.
That's
right?
true. Oh my god,
right?
dude, you're right. He does come back in Avengers Endgame. Holy shit!
Which comes full circle because of Ronin
I didn't
and
even
all
fucking
the.
think about that. Holy shit, he does come back in Avengers Endgame.
They couldn't find another guy.
Yeah, another Japanese guy who could speak.
Watch him not even be Japanese.
Who I think he might be Korean or Chinese, to be honest. But you know, overall the action was pretty cool, but I just wanted more of that. Every time I saw Logan, Wolverine doing the action scenes, I'm like, oh hey, that's cool, but it's not as much as I wanted. I wanted more, but there's only so much you could do with a PG-13 movie, right? Like if this was rated R, I think we would have got a lot more of that action that we wanted, but PG-13, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, we got like the word shit like one time.
Yeah,
you know?
we got the F word maybe one time too, and it's like, okay, if this was rated R, this would be the one. But yeah. Myles, we're both drunk. Let's get into the rundown of this podcast of the Wolverine.
Probably one of the highlights of the movie is this opening sequence.
Yeah, honestly,
the movie opens to air raid sirens as Japanese soldiers in Nagasaki. I think you know where I'm going with this.
And I love this opening sequence, by the way. Love how it's like, oh, we're in the fucking shit already.
Okay, yeah, I know where we are.
Yeah,
everybody knows where we are.
I know how to pinpoint this in the timeline of America.
There's the two B-29 bombers.
Oh yeah.
Strafing overhead as you hear the air raid sirens coming overhead, and all the Japanese soldiers are fucking running around like, oh my god, we're gonna fucking die. And one soldier in particular, played by I don't remember his name, but he is our main antagonist of this movie.
Shout out to him. Pretty good guy, right? He was letting them out, but those guys were just fucking fish in a barrel, just sniping them as they're coming out. Yeah, he's like, hey, cut that shit.
Yeah. So as the P-29 bombers just dropped the A bomb. And I'm dropping the F bomb here. This is fucking sick as hell.
First of all, we do see right away, right? Hugh Jackman up to the milligrams on the juice, and he has bulked up. But I do hate that fucking scene where he's just floating there, and his legs are just like straight. I'm like, what is this? Well, can you like put your legs like to the side a little bit or something, because his legs are just
JCVD fucking splits, you know?
It's just straight legged. I'm like, okay, we're already off to not a great start, but he is bulked up, which I love to see. Yeah, he has put in the work this time around.
As the bombs dropped, I think one of the Enola Gay is what the name of one of the B-29 bombers.
Enola Gay.
Enola Gay was the name of the
one. How do you even know that?
I think I remember that from one of my. I'm doing like some Limitless catching.
Yeah, you're opening doors in your mind that I didn't even fucking know about Enola Gay.
So. This soldier, Yoshida, he frees all the prisoners of war that seem to be American, and one in particular is in this little bunker, and that's Wolverine, and he frees him. Right.
Well, before that, the other guys, the other generals, committing seppuku.
Exactly.
Oh boy, which looks painful as hell, and he's looking at him. I'm on his side. I'm like, that doesn't seem like a good way to go.
Yeah, you know, I think I'd rather get blasted.
Yeah, for sure. You know? At least the blast, I'm not gonna really feel that, but seppuku, you're feeling all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So as he's about to seppuku, and you can see he had some reservations about it.
Yeah.
Wolverine comes in and saves his ass, brings him down into that little bunker, and shields him from the blast.
Yeah, shields him, and then he looks like a burnt DiGiorno pizza. I think like it's one of those like when you're like fucking stoned or something, you're drunk, and you're laying back, and you're like, oh fuck, the fucking pizza's in the oven. You're like, you check it, and you're like, god damn it, you
smell.
You fucking throw it on the counter, like, god damn it, the pizza's ruined.
But
that's what he looked like. Yeah, I'm still gonna eat.
I'm still gonna fucking eat this thing.
Yeah.
No honor.
Yeah.
No honor.
No honor.
Seppuku is the highest honor, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
He kind of bitched out, and he's also
Kyle. Can you
what's his
tap
name?
in? Is that high honors or?
And Wolverine at this point is like, that's a B-52 bomber. Yeah. Like, there's no getting away. I'm like, okay, Mr. fucking Professor. Like, how the fuck do you know about the nuclear bomb that's going on? It seems like you've been a prisoner of war for a while now. So I'm like, how do you know about the blast radius? How do you know about this nuke that's going on?
Albert, he worked on that.
He's like calling out all these things. I'm like, how can you possibly know any of that shit? But you know, carry on, play on.
This was 1940s, by the way. Yeah. So then Logan awakens from a dream, and this dream is another dream within a dream. We're in some Inception shit in this, yes. Right? Where he's stabbing Jean all over again.
Listen, shout out to Famke Janssen, though, making her return. That got me pretty hyped back in the day. I was not expecting that. I'm like, holy shit, it's been, 10 years since the last X-Men movie that we saw her in. So for her to come back, I'm like, okay, all right.
I appreciate this because it shows that this part of him isn't just something that's brushed aside. This is something that sticks with him forever, and it is something that is haunting him this entire movie.
I like that too.
Jean, as you know, was the Phoenix,
killed in X-Men 3
by Wolverine.
Right,
he stabs her in the same fashion that he stabs her in this dream nightmare scenario. So after that, he wakens yet
acting
again,
his ass off by the Jean, no.
He awakens yet again in the mountains, somewhere cold. I think it's Canada. It's Canada.
I need to put a pause on that for a second, because as he's holding himself up in that little chamber that he's in, his little prison, he looks so fucking massive.
Yeah,
as he's burnt, purpose, right? He looks like a burnt meatball, and his hair is like starting to grow back, and his shoulders are so fucking massive. Yeah, I'm yelling along with the movie. I'm like, God! I'm like, holy shit, you look fucking good, dude. He looks amazing in this. I'm gonna be glazing Hugh Jackman plenty in this podcast, folks. So get ready for that.
So he looks like old man Logan here. He looks pretty haggard, right?
And I like it. Shout out to the long beard, the long hair. It's doing something for me. I don't know what it is, but he looks nothing like Wolverine, but he looks kind of like maybe like a pirate or something. He looks cool as fuck with that beard. He grows a good beard.
Yeah, he does.
Hugh Jackman. Yeah,
he grows a very good like homeless look.
Yeah, he looks
very
good,
rickety cricket look. You know. And he's strolling through the forest, and he has a little bear homie with him, a little grizzly bear homie, you know.
Which I didn't understand the part where he's like marking the tree or something. I was like, is that him marking his territory?
Yeah,
I don't really know what's going on, but
him and the bear have like are homies, and they mark the same territory together because the bear was seen peeing or whatever.
That's right.
And then as he walks into town, we see him being surveilled by a little Asian woman.
That's right. Yeah.
This is Yuki. Also, Yukio. Also, there's hunters causing a ruckus in the store that he is at. The hunters end up killing the same bear with a poison arrow, and he does not like that.
He said, "Don't make me do this." Yeah. And shout out to his claws in this, by the way. They look way better than like X-Men Wolverine or X-Men Origins Wolverine, because they're more like matted. They're not as shiny anymore. They have like a little like almost like a flat part to them in the part of the if I could show these. Here we go.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, they're kind of like this, but they look cooler.
They look cooler.
Trust me.
Yeah, they're a little shady.
Yeah, they're like a more like a gunmetal kind of gray, not so much shiny anymore. So yeah, shout out to that. Yeah, I like his claws in this one for sure.
I mean, understandably, Logan's pissed. He just killed his homie. He probably fucked that bear.
Which is a little weird though, because like they never shown anything that says that he actually is like an animal lover in any way. Like in the past, they're just like, I think, hey, he's an animal lover,
coexisting kind of deal.
And why he decided to be a bum, just like living in the forest. Like he's worked in the past, right? Yeah. Wolverine, X-Men Origins Wolverine, he was like a logger thing, which is pretty. Yeah, that's an easy job. You got the claws, right? Just, when nobody's looking, I got my quota for the day of chopping up logs or something. But,
well, I think part of it was him, and it comes full circle at the end, where he doesn't want to be in the shadows anymore. He doesn't want to be out, like he doesn't want to be hiding anymore, because it only causes problems as well. He has more to offer than him laying low, because people are still trying to find him. He has a lot to give. He even says it at the end when we say farewell. Yeah, I'm a soldier.
Which they milk the fuck out of. Like, relax, soldier. That's obviously he was a soldier back in the X-Men Origins Wolverine,
general, but if anything, he's a goddamn. He calls the shots.
He's an X-Men. He lives in a mansion. Yes. Like that's not really a soldier.
Yeah.
But, okay.
He confronts the lone survivor of the bear attack. And in this fight sequence, he ends up pulling some glass out of his face, which I thought was pretty cool. You know, I remember this part where he stabs him with the arrow, and he's like, "Ask me how I know. Ask me where I found it."
And I do love that he was like, I never dip my arrows in any poison. He's like, well, this should be no problem for you. Like, he looks at the arrow, he's like, fuck, I'm fucked.
Stabs him in the fucking hand, and he's like, "Ask me where I found this." He's go ahead, ask me. He's like, where'd you find it? Oh, I'm glad you asked.
I'm glad you asked.
I'm glad you asked. I found it in the back of a goddamn bear. My homie, by the way.
Yeah, my friend, my only friend out there.
My sweet cheese, my good time pal. And he's like,
I'm so drunk right now.
hell yeah, dude. Awesome. So he has he has it out for this guy. He pulls the glass out of his face and about to kill the same guy.
Sorry, Gene.
Sorry. But he's stopped by a little Asian girl, Yuki. And who shows off some pretty sick samurai
fucking
moves.
cool. First of all, she introduces her sword. She says the sword is named Danzan, which means separator in Japanese, separating head from body. It's separating head and limb from body. I was like, let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. She shows off her little samurai moves where she does her little like sink, and then shit starts like separating like
as
a
she
minute
like
after.
drops the sword back in the thing, the beer thing drops, something like that.
And
Or
the guy's chair falls out. Logan and Yukio end up leaving together. Master Yoshida.
First of all, he says, one day in Japan. I'm like, my guy, can you fucking spend another day to like sightsee or something?
Go to Japan,
yeah,
right?
like you're gonna spend longer in the plane than actually on land in Japan. Like, come on.
Yeah,
like,
15 hours flight. She says.
In a PJ though. So what are you gonna do? I mean, you can do whatever you want in a PJ, really.
So Yukio, she says that she was sent by Master Yoshida, who is the soldier from earlier,
right?
And that he has been sent to find her or to find him, and that he is dying and wants to say his last goodbyes.
And she was like, "Yeah, I've been spending a year trying to find you." And she says she has a rental car. I'm like, I can't even imagine those fees.
Fees, bro.
Fucking come up from that rental car. Like, you might as well just buy the car at that point.
Yeah.
It's holy shit. The amount of money you're paying for a rental car for a whole year, just that's your car now.
Logan, reluctant at first, decides to go to Tokyo to say his farewells to Yoshida. And
fucking day, this fucking guy.
Shout out to some
shout out to the Japanese whiskey, which he we're not gonna be able to see it right now, but
you can see it.
He was drinking that on the plane, and I thought to myself while watching this earlier today, actually, I was like, man, this sounds great. And guess what? Myles Darling shows up with some Japanese whiskey, and we've already killed half the bottle here. This is a brand new.
This is crazy. This shows you what kind of level we're on right now. He's sipping that good whiskey on a PJ on the way to Japan. 15-hour flight, by the way, so that's enough to kill a bottle.
What's the longest flight you've ever had?
It was to Florida.
That was my longest flight too. Yeah. So I've never taken an international flight to Asia. I've taken a flight to South America, but that was a layover in Miami. Technically I've been to Miami, but Miami airport only. So.
Hey, I've been in Miami.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically I've been to Miami, but only the airport. But that was 6 hours or something. And then from Miami to down to South America, that's like 3 hours. So I've only taken, it's not that crazy, but
I thought that was be a lot longer flight.
I want to go to the Philippines, but that's like a fucking 18-hour flight, dude. Like, I don't know if I could take that. My ADHD, I would have to take some kind of fucking sleeping pill or something. Like,
Russell Wilson in the middle of the fucking plane doing lunges and shit, dude.
I have to get up. I have to do something. I cannot take a long flight. No, that's like my biggest fear.
Okay, so now in Tokyo, Yukio brings Logan to Yoshida. There's lots of security guards around here because there's some assassination and kidnapping attempts.
One of the reasons why I don't like this movie, some of the silly fucking shit that comes out of Logan's mouth in this, when he's like getting the metal detector, he's like, I had a hip replacement. I'm like, we don't need that, Logan. Please,
hilarious.
Stop. This.
Hilarious.
We don't need this.
Thanks. Yeah, just show him your fucking claws, bitch. We meet Shingen.
Is that Hiroyuki Sanada?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is Yoshida's son?
Right.
Who is the typecast samurai?
Supposed to be a sparring session. He's just beating the fuck out of this guy. Like, relax, dude. This is sparring.
And then we meet Mariko, who is Yoshida's granddaughter, who is the son of Shingen.
Daughter.
Yeah. The daughter of my bad. We don't know that. Let her decide, okay? Don't let her decide. Logan and Mariko lock eyes, and they do this a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of sexual tension going on with the Logan here. He gets cleaned up, right?
Yeah,
he gets
a makeover.
showered. He gets his haircut, and I'm going to keep glazing this man, Hugh Jackman.
No happy ending, though.
And I would like to apologize for glazing this man to absolutely fucking no one because he looks fantastic in this. His hair is perfect, right? He comes out with a new haircut. Hair is perfect. The beard, perfect, right? He does like the Amish though, where like no mustache, but just straight chops. So, I mean, it works for the character
with the little subtle like flares on the side. Like, I mean, it's Wolverine.
This is the most perfect Wolverine we're gonna see in here. But just get ready, folks. I'm gonna be glazing this man for the rest of this movie. Okay.
Yoshida and Logan finally reunite.
Pause right there.
Yes.
Can someone get this man a fucking goddamn Tempur-Pedic bed? Because he is, with all that money he is laying on a straight, like, remember those things where you put your hand in the metal thing?
That's exactly
what, like, put the impression of your
middle finger on. And
he's laying on one of those, basically, a straight metal bed. I'm like, I don't know where all that money's going to, but if you don't get this man a fucking Tempur-Pedic right away, like, he is dying. He needs everything he can to feel comfortable, and they put him on a fucking bed made out of metal. I don't understand it,
but it's like contouring to his body, so it's
kind of cool, pretty cool,
right? It's kind of cool. It still
what the fuck kind of bed
looks
is
like
this?
It hurts,
yeah, what
bro.
the fuck kind of bed?
You're laying on a bed of nails that conforms to your body. That still doesn't feel good.
No.
Your lumbar. Come on, think of the lumbar, you bitch.
Not much lumbar support.
Not much lumbar support. Yoshida wants to repay Logan by offering him the ultimate gift, mortality.
Right.
For an
his
immortal
virginity.
man, right?
No, yeah, it is immortality.
His innocence. I want to take your innocence from you again.
Which I don't know. The science in this is so fucking like all over the place.
It's a little loosey goosey, right?
Yeah, they're like they put things in his heart that somehow mine the mutant gene out of there. They drill into his claws at some point. I'm like, what is the science going on here?
Where is this coming from too? Like, how are you drilling into? I mean, he has adamantium. Like, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, we'll get into that because I have a problem with that. But we'll get into that.
So he declines because he doesn't. He's like,
you don't want what I got. You don't want. And I love this line where he says, after he hears like Yoshida out, he's like, well, wouldn't you like to die? You could have a family, you could die normally. And then he says, listen, I've had enough of this. Nice to see you again. Sorry you got sick.
And
he's about to walk away. I'm like, that's the real response we need. Like,
that is the real response, especially for someone like Logan who has been around the block.
Oh yeah,
more times than once, and he's seen some of his
you don't
closest people die.
Yeah.
He's no remorse for this. It's just another person that he felt in the time was doing the right thing.
Yeah, he said, wait a minute, I came here to say goodbye to a person I knew or whatever back in the day. But he also knew that before going to Japan, Yukio was like, he's looking to give you like some kind of ending or something. I'm like, it's not it doesn't line up, but whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't. But it lines up with his morals.
Yeah,
fuck off.
You don't want what I want.
I didn't even want to come here in the first place.
Yeah.
I only came here out of respect because she threw around disrespect.
I only came on
all about fucking respect.
15-hour flight just to say bye, and that's it.
Exactly. Yeah. So he declines. Shinjin and Mariko argue. He slaps her.
Jesus, slap the mess out of her.
Fuck out of her.
Listen, she took it like a champ, though. She just stood there like,
hey, yo, this is normal. This is a Tuesday. This is a Tuesday. Yeah, what do you mean?
This is what it is.
Tuesday, isn't it? Logan and then Logan gives her that I can fix her look, before she tries to jump off the fucking cliff, and he saves her from killing herself. Yeah. Like, I mean, if you had just let her jump, it would have saved. Honestly,
the end.
It would have been the end.
Movie,
It would have been the end of the movie because she is the reason why they're all in this fucking predicament here. We'll find out that out later. Mariko and Yukio lore, we get a little backstory on them, how they're sisters, but Yukio was a fucking street rat. I don't buy that.
And she was doing that thing with like the apple on her arm and shit.
Like, are you breakdancing, bro? Like the breakdancing in the club and shit, Tokyo Drift shit. She was a street rat. They became sisters, kind of like how we became brothers.
Hello.
Where we're just really good friends. Logan is visited by Jean in his dreams yet again. Only it's not her.
Jean is always in these flashbacks or visions or whatever, she's always wearing like some scantily like clad like straight lingerie. I'm like,
hey, that's his.
Okay, Logan.
That's in his mind.
All right, little El Spanco del Banco for Logan. Okay.
He's like, what do I want her in this time? You know, something red. Something lacy. You know. Logan is visited by Jean in his dreams again, yet it is not her this time. It's the white doctor from earlier that we don't get a fucking name.
Listen,
I don't know.
Let me just say this. The Viper lady, no question about it, the worst part of this fucking movie. She is terrible. Her character sucks. The actress sucks even more. It sounded like all of her lines were like ad-libbed for some reason. Like it didn't seem natural with the actual movie. Like she sucked. It's plain and simple. She sucked.
It did, yeah. And you know what sucks about these movies is when they give the lore on this new character too late in the movie, where I'm just still trying to figure this shit out. And when I'm writing this shit, I'm like,
he just calls her like,
I call her Viper Lady. Yeah. I call her fucking Snake Lady. I don't know what the fuck she is.
He just says she's my oncologist, and Logan likes what he sees too. He says, "Oh, good work. I like that."
And she does my prostate exams every day.
He said, "Good job, buddy. Nice. I see what you're doing here."
Okay, a little Guy Sheehan action.
Guy Sheehan.
It's the doctor from earlier who is like kissing him in place of Jean, and then she like does some green shit to his breath, and he has bad breath now.
And he wakes up and he's just like this, but he automatically gets wiped from his brain. Like some kind of Men in Black shit where he's just like, oh, on to the next thing. Like it wasn't a dream, it was real life, but he just overlooks it, doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, right when he's in his little power stance, and he awakens, we come to find out that Yoshida has passed.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's dead, or so we think. Tensions are high at Yoshida's funeral. We see the same security that we saw back at the house.
Oh, hold on, pause there. Shout out to Logan's drip in this funeral. Holy shit, he looks fucking good.
Dude, he's wearing the
all black button up. He's wearing the black tie, but the thing that really puts it together is that fucking like trench coat that he has on. Listen, I've never been to Japan. I don't know how cold it gets there. Why he needs a trench coat, I don't know. But he's got that fucking drip on.
I guess it depends on what time of the year you're going, right?
Because other people, like the Viper lady, she's just wearing like a tube top kind of dress, no sleeves. Hey, Viper lady. But he looks fucking good in this. I'm like, whatever like stylist they got for this looks fucking good. Yeah, all his outfits. Also, when he gets washed up and then he puts on another outfit, I'm like, how do they have just like perfect Wolverine clothes for him? He's wearing like the tank top. Bro. Yeah, I guess you stop at Uniqlo or something. But he's wearing like the tank top. He's got like the plaid shirt underneath with the coat over. I'm like, how do you have the perfect Wolverine outfit just laying about? I don't know.
And then we get this ninja dude on the rooftop.
I have to stop you again.
Yes.
Because as Wolverine is walking into the funeral, they do this little shot where he's looking at the actual bow and arrow guy at the top of the roof. Does nothing about it. It's just like, oh yeah, this is
he not getting
this is normal. Yeah.
Is he not getting any little like intuition?
I'm like, smelling. If I'm Wolverine, I'm like, that's definitely an assassin up there. We have to look up for this.
Nobody see this fucking guy standing up here?
He says nothing about it. I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah. And then we meet Mariko's fiance, who is the Minister of Justice as well as the Drift King of Tokyo.
DK, he is back in Tokyo. By the way, this guy, the actor from, I think he's from, I want to say Irvine. No, he looks like an Irvine. No, he looks like an Irvine guy. No, he's from Hacienda Heights, and I think he went to Berkeley as well. So, yeah, so he's a California boy. He looks like he could be from like Roland Heights or something like that, but he is a California boy from Hacienda Heights. So shout out to the Drift King who was back in Japan. Forgot his name.
Fast and Furious. Yeah, I forget his name, but it's Mariko's fiance, and we learn to find out he's a fucking dick face, but we'll leave that later.
Also, he looks like he is undercover as the Drift King with that ridiculous mustache.
Yeah.
Like he looks like the Drift King life didn't work out. He's got to go undercover for the Japanese FBI or whatever, and yeah, he's got a ridiculous mustache.
So Logan or Shinjin meets Logan, and he just disses him from the get-go. It's kind of fucked up, dude. Yeah. He's just like, why don't you go back to that cave you crawled out of? Huh?
Which I love Logan's response. He's like, is there anybody else you want me to meet? Because he instantly like undoes the tie. He's like, what's the fucking point of me being here?
He's like, what was your purpose of coming here? He was like, to say my goodbyes. You said your goodbyes.
You said it.
And get the fuck out.
Get out of here. You're good now.
You know what? That's some racist shit. I don't know. Man. So Logan and Mariko keep eye-fucking each other. Oh, yeah. And this is a recurring theme throughout the movie. I'm going to keep saying it.
Shout out to Mariko. Yeah. She is, I think she was a model beforehand, and this was her first debut in any kind of movie. So shout out to her. Yeah.
Okay, I can see it. She Japanese. She looks a little Korean to me.
She does a little mix there. Yeah.
There's a little calm before the storm when Logan intervenes because he sees that.
Also, before this, the silver samurai armor is introduced. Right. It is like kind of watching over, and then Yuriko is like, the silver samurai armor is one of like the it will watch over him forever or something. I'm like, why didn't you use that for the rest of the movie? Yeah, that is one of the coolest fucking things, because it's a samurai armor but chromed out, all in silver.
It's one of those things I just glazed over, I guess.
Yeah, it's one of those where I can believe they didn't use this even more, because this would have been way better than the silver samurai armor that we see at the end of this movie. Yeah.
So in Japanese culture, if you're not aware of that, tattoos are frowned upon.
Oh,
the people who have tattoos are gang members.
I did not know that.
A lot of like, I don't remember the name of it, but they're like bathhouses. If you go there, and you have tattoos. You can only go to certain ones that allow tattoos, because you cannot have your tattoo showing.
That's crazy.
When you have no clothes on. Even when and that's what gives it away, because Logan, he sees a guy and he has tattoos on his forearm. He's
got the sleeve.
I don't know, nobody else fucking notices this. And as he's intervening, we get that one security guard. He's like, "Oh, no,
and that guy just blasts him with a shotgun right to the gut. Holy shit! Yeah,
and so then he intervenes to protect Mariko, and then these tatted up dudes who turn out to be Yakuza. Attack and attempt to kidnap Mariko. Then we get Asian Hawkeye slinging arrows from the rooftop, while Logan and Yuki go hand-to-hand combat. Dude. And we get some pretty cool fight scenes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Watching Wolverine go to work on these guys, I was like, fuck yes. This is what I've been waiting for. This is why I'm here. He's like flying across like the rocks and shit, and like flying across, across the water and shit. He's just stabbing everyone. I'm like, this is what I'm here. This is what I'm here for.
Yeah, I mean, we have no quarrels with the action scenes in this movie. We just don't have enough. We have a lot more talking than we do fighting. And I don't need any more talking with Wolverine. I don't need any more talking with Wolverine.
And unfortunately, the action doesn't get much better after this. Like, there's a couple of scenes, bow and arrow scenes, the very last fight scene, but it's like nothing is as good as this. Like, Wolverine, when he's 1v1, not great. 1v8, 1v5, like that's the Wolverine I want to see, where he's just fucking stabbing nonstop all over the place. That's the kind of Wolverine I want to see.
Fucking pieced up.
Oh yeah, he gets fucked up in this movie though.
Yeah. So Asian Hawkeye slinging arrows on the rooftop while Logan and Yuki go hand in hand.
I fucking hate that guy.
And then the white doctor lady, she is just filming this whole thing, this whole time. And I guess she's a lizard. I don't know. See, we don't have any backstory on this.
She has some kind of venom in her spit.
She grabs one of the Yakuza guys. She's like, oh, and then who's pointing a gun at her. And then
did she make out with him at some point or no?
Yeah, no. Well, she grabs his face. She goes to she's kissing him, and then she just spits. She just spits. She just squirts all over his face, and then he starts sizzling.
Not good.
Yeah,
it's not good.
Not the good one. And
not the good kind of sport.
Yeah, not the good kind. Not Pete. Logan's healing ability is compromised at this point, and we're thinking back. Oh, was it this white lady that did it to him when she was laying in bed with him? Like
again, he knew that wasn't a dream, but he just kind of just like overruled it. Like yeah, maybe it was a dream, maybe it wasn't. When we clearly saw that it wasn't a dream.
It wasn't a dream. And so his healing ability is compromised because he's been shot with a shotgun in the chest, and he is not healing from it. It's like
and those guys were beating the shit out of him. He was
getting beat the fuck up, and then he ends up getting saved
by Asian Hawkeye.
And then a chase ensues through the streets of Tokyo. Logan and Mariko escape to
which should have been cooler, by the way. That whole thing where he's like in the casino and he stabs the guy through the thing. I'm like, nah.
I feel like we could have done more in the streets,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But we get to
Asian
the train
Hawkeye doing the
station.
most, by the way. Like any little ledge he sees, he's doing fucking cartwheels and flips. I'm like, relax. All right. You're expending all your energy. Relax.
They end up riding the bullet train together. And they are headed south. I mean, to her family.
Yeah, she said, I'm going to the end of the line where my family is. And he's like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, that's exactly where they're going to, like, search for you. She's like, no, not here in this place. I'm like, well, think again, motherfucker, because they do come for you.
Logan is bleeding a lot at this point. He's in the bathroom, fucking falling in and out of consciousness. He's like, oh, fuck. Dude, he's leaving blood everywhere. Like, dude, this is a crime scene. And so he gets out of the bathroom, and of course, the Yakuza show up, and they look just like in that video game. What's the Yakuza video game? It was on PlayStation 2. God damn it. But they dress just like that. With those same type of glasses, with the suits, with like the tan look and the hair. They're like Yakuza guys, and they're speaking Japanese to him. He's like, I don't speak that. That's in the other train, huh?
Yeah, that's in the other room.
That's in the other room, okay? And so then they end up fighting on the train, literally.
Which should have been cooler. But he does tear that hole in the train, right? And then he like kicks the pushing them through.
And then the fight leads to them on top of the train where he's using his claws to fight the guy as this train's going like 300 miles an hour, you know?
And he tricks that one guy where he's like sees the ledge and he's like he fakes out that he's about to jump. The other guy jumps and it's just that was gone.
Funny,
and the other guy, he just lets it fucking fly. He's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna claws up, fly towards that guy. That was the coolest part about this scene.
Logan and Mariko escape and shack up in a love hotel.
Hello.
Hey yo. And they choose the Mars mission room. I like that. All right. And Logan passes out as he's keeping watch over Mariko, but awakens to the hotel owner's grandson removing bullets and patching him up.
That's right. Yeah. It's supposed to be a veterinarian
student.
Like, and he's like, hey, he's like, thanks for fixing me up. And the guy's like, he's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. He's just like, you might have cut him once or twice when you were out. And then he says that the blonde lady did this to him and that Yoshida met her on a trip to America.
And I think does he have another flashback with Jean at this point? I don't know. There's
I'm
too
pretty
many
sure
at
he
this
did.
point.
I think he did.
Yeah, because there's a point where Mariko was like, who's Jean? I don't know. I think that was before they bang it out.
Yep.
Who's
right
Jean?
there.
Okay,
Not yet. We're getting there.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Go on.
Excuse me. We catch this him and that. Okay, so that we catch up with said blonde lady in the streets of Tokyo.
That's right.
Who is meeting with
my god,
the Asian Hawkeye, who is now confirmed to be Harada.
Right,
Harada.
The ex-boyfriend of Mariko, and I fucking hate bow and arrow guy and Viper lady. So their scene together, extra painful. It was so bad.
She shows her little power where she sucks the life force out of him.
She
a little bit.
blows something on there and then sucks it back in at some point. I'm like, well, what is this power?
I still don't know what the fuck she does. You know, is this how Logan is losing his shit?
This guy tries to be big shit where he's like chokes her against the thing like, I'll fucking kill you, bitch. And she's like, motherfucker, don't you ever fucking try that again.
You know who I am?
Yeah.
I'm the Viper, bitch.
I'm the fucking Viper, bitch.
She's like, you need to find your place. You need to know where your place is and go find Logan like you were supposed to do, because he was hired to find Logan. Then we get some more eye fucking as Logan and Mariko arrive in Nagasaki.
Yes. Hey, where he's like falling asleep and he kind of like eyes her and she's like, oh, and I'm like, really? Are we doing this right now?
He was doing that on purpose.
Yeah, I was like, we're doing this right now, Logan?
We're doing this right now on the plane?
What happened to your like visions of the one you loved before? I guess that doesn't fucking matter anymore.
No, I'm bricked up, so I got who's going to handle this, huh?
Who's going to take care of this?
And Mariko, come to find out, Harada and Mariko grew up together.
Right,
and then we get a little heart-to-heart over dinner about Mariko's arranged marriage to Narubo.
Right.
Yeah. And then how she is the successor to Yoshida's will and not his son Shingen.
Oh, that's right. Because she didn't want it,
Yeah.
but the grandfather said, hey, the ones you don't want it are the ones you deserve it the most. So,
she was playing Long Kong probably.
Low key, she's like, damn, all that money that's coming in. I can't even imagine right now. This is gonna be crazy.
Mariko's fiance and Shingen know about the will and are looking for Mariko and Logan. Logan tired after being put to work because he gets whored out to cut down a tree because his lumberjack background.
Again,
right?
I fucking to the max here where he's chopping down that log or that tree and
in front of kids, by the way.
Yeah, Mariko's like, hey, okay,
God damn,
all right, I see those guns, guns out. Okay. Also, he's getting tired. I'm like, oh, damn, he doesn't. I forgot he doesn't get tired with his mutation, but he's kind of fucked up right now.
Yeah, fucking tired. And then it comes to find out they're right next to the site where he was blasted.
Which I like. I like that transition to the flashback. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, where he gets the sword transition for a flashback thing. Yeah,
they revisit that site, and then we get a little flashback scene to the beginning of the movie where Yoshida and Logan immediately after the blast. Logan has recovered, and Yoshida, in a sign of respect,
he doesn't look like a fucking burnt.
Yeah,
he don't anymore.
Yeah, he looks fine now.
Yeah,
and Yoshida's like,
which he also has another tank top on, which I'm like, where did that tank top come from? Like that shit definitely got burned off.
Tank top, okay, that's grafted to his fucking skin. Okay, you should put your disrespect on Logan's tank tops. All right, that's plot armor. Yoshida and Logan are in the pit, and they fuck. No, he gives them his sword. I guess that could be construed as fuck.
And Yoshida said, 2 hands. You need two hands to handle this.
And you need to open wide. Okay. And that comes to play later, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Logan then gets a little nostalgic after we come back to present time. And then we get some more eye fucking back at the house, which turns into actual fucking.
Hello.
Yeah.
Why they need them to bang it out, I don't know why. I didn't feel any connection with them. Like at all, so it's a little strange, but listen, who am I to get in the way of 2 consenting adults who want to bang it out? Like, if you want to do it, good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
She's Asian.
How old is she? I don't know. We don't know. Also, she's banging the friend of her grandfather. If we're looking at the big picture here, it's a little strange. It's like this guy's older than your grandfather, but you're banging it out with him. A little strange.
Yeah, but how old is that dick?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what she's thinking in her head. She's like, I gotta see how this guy's probably learned a lot.
And I think at this point, I said, I've had enough with these Gene flashbacks. Because he wakes up post-coital and has another Gene flashback. And I think, what's her name? Mariko's like, who's Gene? And he's like, well, Jean, she's none of your fucking business, lady, okay? Like, you don't need to fucking know about any of this shit.
I said, Logan hallucinates post-nut. Mariko, she's not fazed by this at all.
No,
she gets the blade
for her.
She's a fucking freak.
Yeah, she likes that shit.
She's like stroking these little blades, and she's like, "So
he's
tell me about your past."
For so long, where he's just like this.
Yeah,
for a long time. I'm like, relax. You are like so tense right now.
Yeah, she's like, so tell me about your past.
Yeah.
In the morning, Mariko,
which I like because he was like, well, Jean, I killed her, and she was like, oh, I kind of like that. She was kind of interested in that.
She was like, tell me more about this lover that is no longer here anymore, but I am.
She likes to fucking toe the line, man.
Mm-hmm. So in the morning, Mariko is being taken away by Yakuza. Logan attempts to save her, but is unable to. And then Yukio shows up to help Logan because she's had a little premonition in her dream. And she's like, oh, Logan. And then
you're going to fucking die.
Yeah, you're going to die.
She was also talking on the phone with Mariko, like, hey, where you at? And she was like, I'm in my place. I'm all good. I'm good. Yeah, we just fucked, but don't need to come over here. We're good. But she goes anyways.
Yeah. Yukio, Logan wants to go see Noburo because he interrogated that guy. Nobu. Because he interrogated that guy that he pulled out of the truck while they were taking Mariko away.
And he says, I never talk. I never talk to anybody. Yeah,
I never talk to anybody. But he ends up talking. and he's talking in English, like, no hablo.
English pretty good for this guy,
pretty fucking good. Yukio ends up telling Logan that she saw him die, and that's why she's there.
Right.
And then they go through this whole thing. They're like, "Oh, you're on your back," and he was like, "Well, getting sucked off."
He said, "I don't give a fuck. All right,
shit, bro, I can't die.
I got this shit. Yeah,
I can't die.
You got this. It doesn't matter what it is."
And then, Yukio and Logan arrive where Noburo is, and he is a cheating dog.
Right. Oh, that's
He's
right.
Shacked up with a couple of guys.
With a couple of blondies. I'm like, where'd you get these from? That's top dollar out there.
Imported.
Yeah.
Blue chips. Logan confronts him about the Yakuza kidnapping his fiance, and then Noburo admits that it was Shinjin.
Right. He said he gave all the fortune to his daughter when the son wanted it or whatever.
And he's a jealous fucking bitch.
Yeah.
He's jealous of Mariko that is going to get the fortune when Yoshida
arranged
dies.
marriage, by the way.
Yes, this was an arranged marriage. He was telling him, he's like, yeah, she never really lightened up to me. Yeah, I wonder why, motherfucker.
It's because of that goddamn goatee that he has.
You stupid. It's because you can't drift anymore.
Yeah, you got to get back to the drifting.
That's what
gets the ladies, the drifting.
That's where he found her probably, you know? He promised Noburo a cut to help Shinjin with kidnapping his own daughter.
All this, by the way, I'm on my phone. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about it in this shit. Like, can you fucking hurry it up? I don't care about the Drift King.
And then he takes Noburo and he throws him off the balcony. Yeah. And then Yukio's like, did you know there's a pool there? He's like, no, I didn't. Shinjin and Mariko end up talking because they're back at his compound. Ninjas, aka the Black Clan.
Pretty cool. Right? I like the ninja stuff. Like the stealth shit when they're just fucking slitting throats and stuff. Pretty cool.
They got a name, the Black Clan.
Yeah, the Black Clan, which I believe that clan is also part of like the Daredevil and Spider-Man universe. We might see them within the next Spider-Man movie, but we'll see. I know like a lot of those Japanese clans are kind of like all together. So
good, they're good at karate, man. I tell you that, man. I tell you that. So ninjas, or the Black Clan, led by Harada, kidnap Mariko, and you're like, who the fuck? Where? I'm so confused at this point right now. I'm trying to figure out who is good, who's bad.
It's the fucking bow and arrow guy. I'm like, are you a good guy or are you a bad guy? I don't know. I don't like you, first of all. But you're still in this fucking movie for some reason.
And then the Viper lady stabs Shinjin with her poisonous pen right in the neck. And I thought this guy was dead. Right?
Somehow able to survive,
Logan and Yukio arrive, and then they find a note to meet them at some building in the mountains. Something in the painting that was shown in the beginning of the movie, whatever the fuck. Logan uses Yoshida's medical table to locate the root of his problems.
How do you even know how to fucking use that? He's like laying there, he's like pressing all the buttons. I'm like, brother, you can't even. You've been born in like 1800s. How do you fucking know how to do any of this?
It seems to run on some form of electricity. So it's a parasitic robot attached to his heart, and that is what's causing him to lose his
like healing ability.
Right?
Yeah, ridiculous.
Then a fight ensues between Yuki and Shinjin while Logan is removing the parasite manually. He cuts himself open and he's digging in his body.
And the whole time the fucking Yukio is just yelling so annoyingly. She's like, no, Logan, no. And he's like, you're not going to want to watch this the next part, lady.
And his eyes are rolling back like he loves it. He's like, hey, nobody been inside me like
and
this.
And he's like putting his whole hand in there. I'm like, Jesus, brother.
Shinjin Logan ends up removing the parasite. Cool. He passes out, but comes to just in time to heal up and save Yuki.
And also, was it ever explained why Wolverine's claws don't cut straight through all of these swords? Because he fights a bunch of people with swords, but it's just...
Do they all have adamantium
swords? And banging. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, because they introduced adamantium to the big suit, right? The big silver samurai suit, but he fights a lot of people with samurai swords, and he doesn't cut through those. So I'm like, what are those all adamantium too? I don't know.
They never think about it because they're talking about the lore and how like it's very ancient tradition to have these old swords, hundreds of years old, that have outlasted samurais from the past. Maybe these were swords that have adamantium in them. Maybe this is something
they could have just said something real quick, but they never explained it.
It's up to me to figure this out.
Yeah,
you're welcome. Shinjin and Logan end up fighting each other.
One of the coolest fights.
It is a really cool fight because Shinjin clearly has the upper hand. He is a master swordsman, as he should be. Yeah. He is typecast as a master swordsman in every fucking movie. Last Samurai with Tom Cruise, he is a master swordsman.
I mean, this is definitely the coolest looking fight, I should say. Wolverine fight ever, but he should have lost that fight about probably 3 or 4 times in that. It's a super unfair fight in that because he could heal.
And I like this because in Japanese lore and in Japanese like fighting and like with the swords, it's over a lot quicker than you think. It's over. Right. It's like they do ching ching, and then it's shit. It's like
especially
maybe
with that last slash, right? That's supposed to be the killing blow, but Wolverine lets him live. He could, what's his name? Hyuki Sanada cannot just take the L, so he goes back after him. Wolverine double claws him. And buddy, his fucking dude. The body on this man, the veins coming out of his shoulders, they look like baby snakes about to erupt out of his skin. They look unbelievable. This man has not had a drop of water in like probably 12 days.
He's passed out after this scene.
That scene. And the striations. You can see all the striations in his shoulders. Dude,
when you see the chest striations, that's a signature Logan right there. When he's just like,
and it was that line where he says,
these, man?
What kind of monster are you? He says, the Wolverine. I'm like, this guy fucking finally accepts it. Little trivia fact here. So Hugh Jackman said that for his shirtless scenes in this movie, he wanted to look as ripped and cut as possible. So he adopted a dehydration diet, also used in bodybuilding, where he did not consume any liquid for 36 hours before filming his shirtless shots.
My God,
he made it. He said it made him feel headachy and faint, but he was pleased with the results as dehydrating tightened everything up and gave him the exaggerated muscle definition and vascularity that he wanted to show in his shirtless scene. So it worked, but how at what cost though? Like,
oh my God. I feel like later on down the line that plays a toll on you, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean he did everything he can for this.
That's why I'm not an actor. Too many sweats. You know? Too many people going ham like Hugh Jackman, you know? All right. So then we're here. Logan ends up killing him, like you said.
Great scene.
Logan arrives at the village and is met by Harada and the Black Clan. And it's very snowy. It's very like
cool setting. Cool setting.
I like the setting of this village. It's an old school village where it's like one of those. You got the tiles on the roof and you got like the ninjas running on the roof and shit. You know, that's pretty cool. They fight as Logan makes his way to Mariko.
Not enough fighting. Right? I would want more fighting. He beats like maybe 2 guys and then he starts running. I'm like, that's not what I wanted. I want some more of this shit. I need him
breaking through this quaint village that's closing up because they know something's happening. Right. You know, I want him busting through walls, jumping up through roofs, like jumping from ninja to ninja as they're fighting him.
But he beats 2 guys and then starts running, and then that's when they start with the arrows. I'm like,
They fight as Logan makes his way to Mariko, and they use poison arrows and ropes to stop him. And we get this scene from like
great scene though.
That gif where it's like the guy like falling to his knees and he's got all the arrows in his back.
Straight from the comics, which is cool. Yeah.
I didn't know that. So he awakens in a lab surrounded by the Black Clan, Viper, Harada, and a giant adamantium samurai.
Right. And I hate to say it, goddamn it, I hate to say it, because I really want to like this Silver Samurai mech type of thing, but this ain't it, bro. This is not it. It looked horrible. It doesn't help that also everything around this Silver Samurai was also gray and silver, so it already looked like it was dull, unfortunately, and it just didn't. Yeah, it takes away a lot from the movie too, because basically this whole third act involves this Silver Samurai armor. It just it didn't look good at all.
Exactly. It basically looked like these fucking claws right here. Very dull.
They look dull.
Just like these.
Yeah.
So he awakens in the lab and he's restrained with his arms straight forward. Yuki arrives.
God, it looks good. That part where he's when he's like trying to get the claws out on his shoulders. Oh,
gotta love it.
So good.
Yuki arrives. Viper explains that she's immune to all the toxins, and we finally get some more breakdown on what she can do and what she
fucking useless character that I don't even want in the first place.
She baits Logan to using his claws, and then it clamps down to keep his claws out.
Yeah, erect.
Like erect. Hey, yo. And she tells him that the suppressor bug was put in there by her, and that's the suppressor bug that was,
which we already knew, because we saw that, and he's been kind of like contemplating, like I think it was the white lady who did it. Yeah,
it was a white lady, but we don't know how. The adamantium samurai is about to break Logan's claws when Mariko saves
the sword
him.
is cool. Sword is cool. Yeah, but everything else about this armor sucks.
By the way, the samurai is fucking like 10.
Yeah.
20 feet
big.
tall.
It's way too big. Yeah,
way
I don't
too
like
big.
that at all. If it was like a Iron Man, Tony Stark kind of armor, I would see that. But yeah, this one was way too big. I didn't like it.
Doesn't make sense why it needed to be that big, you know? The adamantium samurai is about to break Logan's claws when Mariko saves him. Harada shoots Viper, but
in the fucking head.
Yeah.
At that time when I was rewatching it, no.
Wait, no.
It was in the head, but she didn't die.
Oh,
it was in the head, and then she fell, and I was like, "Thank God."
No, I thought it was in the chest.
And then she fell, and I was like, "She's dead, right?" No.
Nope. And then she wakes up, and she starts peeling her fucking skin off like a snake.
Sucks.
You know, like she's a lizard. And then she goes bald.
Yeah,
so they give her a bald
with
cap.
the worst bald cap ever. You use all that CG for the fucking suit. Use the CG for the bald cap because that bald cap sucked.
Looks like a xenomorph.
Yeah, she looked terrible.
Harada shoots Viper, but she's not dead. Logan and the samurai fight. The samurai ends up breaking Logan's claws in a very painful scene. He uses his adamantium sword, heated up, super hot, and breaks
both hands.
Yeah, both hands.
Yeah.
Viper and Yuki fight. Harada ends up saving Logan.
Logan slices the head off of the Silver Samurai. It's over, right? Oh, okay, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, not yet.
My bad.
Well, Harada saves Logan, but he gets stabbed in the process because Harada is a double, triple, quadruple agent at this fucking point, right?
Yeah. He was also trying to like make out with Yuriko. Yeah. He's like, hey, we're cool, right? Not Yuriko, Moriko. And he's like, yeah, we're cool, right? Like we're, fuck those guys. And then she was like, nah, fuck that. He's like, nah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I don't like you. I had Hugh
and she wakes up in that like cool, like Japanese, like themed bedroom, and then she walks out and it's just like a state of the art kind of lab. I'm like, what's the theme we're going with here?
I know. Where is this lab? Like, why is it here?
Why do you have one bedroom in this lab?
I guess to feel homey.
Work overnight.
Yeah, it feels like home. I got to bring home with me to work. So then Logan uses the adamantium blade to chop off the samurai's head.
Right.
Because he's got one claw and one blade, and it's the giant adamantium blade. And then Harada dies at this point when in a not very heart wrenching scene.
Yeah,
it's just not great. It's just not like I don't feel any sorrow for this guy at all. I don't give a fuck.
How does he die again? Or was it just from...
he got stabbed and then he was just
right? Yeah, he was like, "This isn't right" or whatever. Like, what is that one arrow gonna fucking do, buddy? Like,
the arrow was in the eye hole of the thing, but it wasn't even. Like, anyways, so then Logan uses the adamantium blade to chop Samurai's head off. Harada dies. Yuki kills Viper.
Thank God.
I forgot how she kills him.
I forgot to.
Anyways, the samurai drills into Logan's claws and reveals himself as Yoshida.
Which, again, the science, you're drilling into the claws, but you're somehow able to extract his
life.
I don't
know what it is.
His like mutant powers, like it didn't make any sense. Looked painful.
He uses the suit to stay alive, and until he could extract Logan's life, and we see Logan aging. He gets the cataracts.
I mean, which is all bullshit because he slices the head off, and the camera kind of goes like above, and his head is still below.
Yeah.
Like, how are you looking out of this?
How are you
suit?
not domed right now? Like
you should be fucking chopped right now. It doesn't make any sense.
So Yoshida de-ages in a very bad CG scene where he's de-aging back to his former self from when he was a soldier in the beginning of the movie. And Logan is aging to old Logan.
Also didn't look great.
Did not look good. He gets
sucking the soul out of him.
He's about to die, and honestly, this probably feels good to Logan. He's like, "Oh shit, this is what it feels like."
This is what it's like.
It's like to die, huh? Logan is about to die as Mariko uses Logan's cut off claws to stab Yoshida in the head.
Again, the only time where she uses like these knife skills that she has. It happened to be at the very end, which she didn't even get him like very good. Like it like went to like the tip of the head. It's like Could have done better than that. But
yeah. And so then Logan ends up tearing away.
Also, Yoshida was like, "It's me, your grandfather." She's like, "I don't give a fuck. I fucking know that. I buried my grandfather."
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. You. And then Logan ends up tearing apart this fucking suit from the he's like,
adamantium fingers, I guess. I don't know how that works.
And then he uses his, I know, right? I mean, and then he uses his claws, his OG
his bone claws. That's right. I did. That was pretty cool. Yeah. When they grow back, I'm like, oh, that's
pushes
sick.
those out in place of his adamantium claws, and then he stabs Yoshida in the chest, and then he throws him over. And ends up dying, obviously. Logan kills him with his one claws, and then he sees Jean again as he's passed out because Jean has to make another appearance.
Had enough of that.
Right? And she's like, "Are you ready to come home?" And then he's like, "No, bitch. I'm a fucking soldier. I got more shit to do. By the way, I got some Asian poontang, you know.
Get out of here.
Understand what that's like, all right?
A little slice of jerky on the side.
You know, I don't even know. You ain't giving me anything in these dreams, you know.
Wet dreams. That's what they are.
Yeah, you're leaving me fucking blue-balled here, okay? And she's helping me. And so then Mariko and Logan make it out one last time. Or wait, Mariko and Logan make out one last time after this.
Well,
and
also, she was like, are you going to come back to see me? And he's like, I'm a soldier. Like, he said, this is just a summer fling, babes.
Yeah, he says he's done hiding.
Catch you on the flippity flip. He said, fuck off. I got other things to do.
He said he's done hiding. So that's where it comes full circle, where it's like, okay, I think
he's going to the war. He said, I'm a soldier.
Front lines,
I need to go where I'm needed. Yeah.
You know, I got to use my powers for good.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of hiding out. But then he hides out a little later on in Logan, but whatever. And so Yuki and Logan end up taking the PJ to God knows where.
That's right. Yeah. He said, let's just get in the air. I'm like, brother, we got to plot this out.
You got to know what fucking direction.
We got to know how much fuel we got, where we're going, which airport.
This is not a goddamn...
A visa? How about that?
This ain't the fucking Air Force One, you know? We got limited fuel.
We can't just go up in the air and do nothing.
I don't know if you know this, but Japan is an island. Yeah. We're going over water that way, or we're going to China that way. And so that's the end of the movie, but then we get a post-credits scene, which is actually,
bro,
I think this is the best scene of the movie.
I was about to say, this might be the best part of the movie, honestly. Like, I was hyped, way more hyped for this movie or this scene than any other scene in this whole movie.
This is 2 years later, and this is immediately following, well, not immediately following. This follows after... which X-Men was this?
I have no fucking clue where this is.
Origins,
X-Men 3?
Where Xavier has the new body.
Right.
But he's still paralyzed.
That's right. Well, Origins was a prequel.
Yeah.
And then X-Men 3, he was dead, but now he's back in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, but he transferred his conscious to another fucking paraplegic, apparently.
And the way that Professor X just like fucking rolls through. He has to dodge all the people. I don't know why. That made me crack up so much in this one. I'm like, this is ridiculous. What are we doing here?
We get a little Easter egg of Trask Industries on the TV.
Do you know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of Terminator 2, the ride, when they were coming with like the skylines
dude.
Yeah, what is it called? Skynet. Oh my god, so good. Yeah, that was so good.
That was our old Wi-Fi at the Bonaparte House. It was Skynet. So he's at an airport and he's going through the metal detectors. He's like, I prefer
for the bat down.
You know, I want you to touch me. And Magneto. Or we get like a lot of flickering of metal around,
like coins floating in the air and like everything like kind of shaking.
Oh,
fucking sick!
Yeah, Magneto will return. So Magneto shows up and he tries to claw at him, and he stops him. And then he's like, "No, we need you for something bigger than
there are external forces that are going to wipe out the mutant race or whatever." Mm-hmm. He's like, why should I trust you? And he turns around. Guess who's here? Fucking Wheels. He's back.
Fucking Wheels. Yeah, Charles shows up and they are there to recruit Logan. And that is the end.
That is the end of the movie. Teasing a little bit of X-Men Days of Future Past, which doesn't really make sense in the timeline because they go back. They're in the future in the beginning of the movie, and then they go back. So forget everything, Final thoughts on this movie, folks. Listen, this was a disappointing rewatch for me, unfortunately. This will be, I think I'll chalk this up to one of those movies where I just watch the cool scenes on YouTube. And there's really no need to rewatch the entire movie again. But just watch the cool scenes on YouTube. That's all you need. But just one last shout out to Hugh Jackman's body in this. Yes. Goddamn. This is the peak Hugh Jackman. He is fully juiced up to the gills. Unfortunately, it wasn't the right movie to be juiced up to the gills, but hey,
I'd argue though that the scene in Days of Future Past that we get in the near future, you will see that is my glaze. That is my Hugh Jackman glaze there, okay? Because this movie did not do justice when I watched it again. I am very disappointed in how this movie panned out after rewatching it and having to go through a breakdown.
Yeah.
That being said, it plays its part. It showed us a.
Does it really though? It doesn't really expand to the other stuff in Marvel, but maybe I guess the end part. That's about it.
Yeah,
that's about it. That's everything else doesn't really.
Yeah, you're right.
Side quest shit.
That's about it. Yeah, and that if you want to even count the post credit scene as part of this part, then it's like that was just filler. This movie was a filler. It's a filler episode in place of what's to come.
Which brings me to the preview of the next episode, Myles. Unfortunately, we have to eat our vegetables again. For Thor: The Dark World, we did not review the first Thor movie, so we have to review Thor: The Dark World, which I don't know how big of a part this is going to play in the new Avengers movies, but it does play a part in the expanded MCU universe, right? So, unfortunately, it will be Thor: The Dark World. Maybe I'm a little excited. I haven't seen the movie in a long time, but I'm looking forward to a rewatch. Myles, give them the plugs of where they can find our podcast, and we are out of here for today.
Yes, sir. SortaInteresting.com. That's where you can find this podcast and all of our podcasts from the past, both audio and video. You can find us on at Sorta Interesting Podcast on Instagram, youtube.com/sortainteresting, patreon.com/sortainteresting. My life is a fucking movie, bro. And then you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere podcasts are available. Just Sorta Interesting.
Hey, Sorta Interesting. We will see you next week for Thor: The Dark World. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Peace.